Now, we can really get into what you want to know. How to build new patterns and end old cycles. If you haven't watched my previous 2 videos about metacognition, stop this, go watch that, come back. Okay. And follow directions. All right. So once you actually see a pattern, how do you recognize it and stop it? How do you change it? Because you can be aware all day, but if you're not using the actions that are necessary to change it, it really doesn't matter what you're aware of, because it's just going to make you overthink anyway. So here's the truth. You don't break generational curses by fighting your family. And you don't create generational wealth by out hustling everybody else. You have to choose to be the first person in line to do something different. Breathe. Breathe through that one. I know that was deep. You have to be operationally different. You are no longer doing things just because everyone before you did it. That's how you eat, how you sleep, how you breathe, your relationships, your decision making, the standards that you hold, the excuses and reasons why you do things. You hold a different relationship with time, money, people. You choose self-respect on a different level than you've observed anybody. It doesn't matter why your parents talk to you like that. You're refusing to talk to your children like that. It doesn't matter what your grandmother or mother put on the table. You're choosing to put foods in front of yourself that only heal your cells. No excuses. New patterns are built by small, consistent, deliberate behaviors. And sometimes they will appear boring because it's not the pattern that everyone else is choosing. This is not about emotions or being performative. This is you choosing consistency as a pattern and as a loop. You choose to break cycles. You choose to break patterns. So even if something is rah, rah, rah and gets you overly worked up, you're going to choose to pause and really give thought before you give a behavior. Instead of trying to self-soothe by doing things that just don't bring you life, you choose to be introspective and take your time and understand and recognize, why do you do the things that you do? Why do you feel the way that you feel? Instead of staying in a situation that does not serve you, you're going to walk away because it does not serve you. Instead of trying to impress other people, you're going to choose to invest because you know that impressing others has no value. We're not talking about weakness here. We're talking about self-mastery. Generational curses are passed down through unexamined behaviors. I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about even emotional regulation, having conflict skills, setting up boundaries, trusting your instincts, trusting yourself, and recognizing when you've had enough, that's all you have to recognize. You don't keep going and going until you're burnt out to say, I've had enough. You recognize before it even starts. Listen, I ain't doing all that because I've already had enough, without the experience of having enough. You become a pattern breaker before the question's even asked. You're not even going to ask somebody, why did they do something to you? They don't get a chance to do it to you. And truthfully, to me, this is an act of rebellion. You don't got to blame anybody. You don't have to go seek revenge. You just remove yourself, because not everyone should have access to you anyway. You're going to live with more clarity. You choose your own consistency. You live with courage because you're the first one in line doing something that no one in your family, no one in your environment, no one in your community has ever observed before. You are willing to be the first one in the door. And that's how you build a legacy, because you chose to end a cycle for whatever it was, because it wasn't working. And you can do this quietly with your daily habits, because you're living on purpose with intention. And may I add again, consistency. Cycles don't break themselves. You do. And they break because you're committed. You're committed to you, and you're committed to your awareness and your elevation. You don't owe your lineage repetition. You owe them a new blueprint, because that's why you're here. You're here to evolve. You're here to access codes that they couldn't access before. And you're here to put those codes into action. What good is knowing the code without using it? And you don't have to give your family a big speech about why you're not doing it their way anymore. You owe yourself, even if it is to just move in silence and let them see your results. Now get out of your own way. That's it. That's all. That's the message. Bye, baby.